generation. She's asking about, it's one thing for us to come together and talk about all of these things and, some kind of basic things about how Jesus came to be thought of raised from the dead, or how he sought to be exalted to heaven, to more complicated things like pre-literary traditions in Paul. But how do you communicate this with the younger generation now? Frankly, just aren't all that interested. I guess I've got a couple comments about that. One is, my sense is, I'm about this, but I think a lot of you weren't that interested when you were young either. No, you really had other things to do. And so I have not given up hope on this upcoming generation. My students seem to be really interested in stuff. Yeah. No, I understand. Yeah. Oh, yeah. No. Okay, this generation. Yeah. No. Yeah. It's an interesting phenomenon that the kind of state of Christianity right now is a very interesting phenomenon. In the Western world, the traditional denominations are losing members hand over fist. Churches are shrinking. Churches are disappearing. Divinity schools and seminaries are suffering. Western Europe is, by and large, non-Christian. I spent a lot of time in England. My wife is English. You'll go, if you go to a cathedral, it'd be this fantastic, amazing cathedral with 6 people there for the service. And so it's largely an atheist country now, which used to be, obviously, a Christian country. The churches in America, the mainline denominations, are losing members. They haven't found the answer to how to make what they're doing relevant to people's lives. They haven't found the answer to that. On the other hand, parts of the church are growing. The parts that are growing are the parts that many of us find rather appealing. Very conservative evangelical fundamentalism is doing quite well. Strong evangelical circles, Pentecostalism, in some parts of the world, these things are taking off. And it's completely changing the character of Christianity. So I don't know, what the answer to that is. If I knew what the answer was, I'd be a very rich man, because there are a lot of people who would like to know why all this is happening. My sense in this country is that the churches that are doing especially well are the ones that seem to have the very clear answers to everything. And the churches that are more interested in asking questions are not as attractive. So, the reality, people prefer clear answers to having to struggle with issues. And so, if you've got a church that's focused on social justice, or with human rights of various kinds, or, you've got social issues you're interested in, people, they want a church that tells them how they're going to go to heaven when they die. And, they want answers to questions. They don't want questions. And so that's my impression, at least. So, yeah, sorry, I'm just rambling, basically, because I don't have an answer. I don't know. Yeah.